Hey, Shalom. I'd like to start off by giving all praises, glory, honor, might, power, thanksgiving, infinite wisdom, and understanding being to all power, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, the bishops, the elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And to all the elect out there, I want to say peace unto you and your household and death to the wicked, man. Okay? Just reading this in Matthew 5, right? And hey, these words are against Esau Edom, okay? And it shows that this ain't for you devils, man, okay? Starting at verse 3, okay? And it says, blessed are the poor in spirit, okay? For theirs is the kingdom of heaven, all right? And the Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, we're the poor in spirit, man, okay? These devils, they're the proud in spirit, man, all right? And that's why it says, hey, in Ecclesiastes 7 and 8, better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof. And the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit, man. Okay? You see? Hey, because hey, we're patient, right? Lowly, contrite, okay? This devil, he's proud, all right? And he wants everything in a microwave package, man. Okay? That's why he uh sold his birthright, man. Okay, right? You see, because he couldn't be patient, man. All right, he sold his birthright, knowing the blessings that came with it for some food, man. Right? He could have fasted, right? But he's an impatient, proud devil, man. Okay, let's get this. James 4 and 6, but he giveth more grace, wherefore he saith, Yahweh resisteth the proud, but giveth grace unto the humble, man. Okay? Because that's who the Heavenly Fathers deal with. Okay? The Heavenly Fathers deal with the humble, the lowly. All right? The afflicted, man. Okay? Hey, this devil got everything and some, man. You see? So, hey, clearly, hey, this ain't for them, man. All right? This is Psalms 10. All right? And 2. Okay? Because the next verse say, so like it. Yeah. It says, blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted, man. Okay? So blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. Okay? But the wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor, right? And it says, what? Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined, man. Okay? For the wicked boasteth of his heart's desires. All right? You see? You see that, man? It says, the wicked through pride of his countenance will not seek after Yahweh. Yahweh is not in all his thoughts, man. Okay? The Lord ain't in his thoughts. You see? Hey, we gonna be comforted, man. All right? Hey, what it says, he have said in his heart and his mind, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity, man. Okay? You see? Yeah, blessed are the poor in spirit, man. All right. Hey, this is their heaven, man. This here and now, man. Okay. Hey, they're not mourning, man. All right. Hey, they say, hey, I shall never be in adversity, man. Okay. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth, man. All right. They not the meek, man. Okay. Let me grab this first. All right. Because it says, right, blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. All right. And you go to Luke, right? Okay. And the rich man represents you Edomites, man. Okay. With your sumptuous living. All right. And Lazarus, right, the poor in spirit, represents the Israelites. Okay. There was a certain rich man which was clothed in purple and fine linen and fared sumptuously every day. And there was a certain beggar named Lazarus, which was laid at his gate, full of sores, and desiring to be fed with the crumbs which fell from the rich man's table. Moreover, the dogs came and licked his sores, man. Okay? And this is why all of these heathen, all right, are against Jake, man. Okay? The dogs, man, represents the damn heathens, man. And it came to pass that the beggar died and was carried by the angels to Abraham's bosom. The rich man also died and was buried. All right, but let's see what happened. And in hell he lift up his eyes, right? In a grave, right? In torment, okay? Being in torments, and seeth Abraham afar off and Lazarus in his bosom. Okay? So he was wondering why he ain't getting comforted, right? And he cried and said, Father Abraham, have mercy on me. You see? Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted, man. Right? And send Lazarus that he may dip the tip of his finger in water and cool my tongue, for I am tormented in this flame. Okay? Yeah, he tormented. All right. Hey, they're gonna be tormented just like how they're gonna be tormented with the flames of slavery. Okay. Hey, the man, what Esau about to go through, boy. All right. Hey, just like brothers say, okay. They don't know how he gonna do it, man. All right. But he about to go through it, man. Okay. But he wanted some mercy. All right. But as it says, but Abraham said, right, son, remember that thou in thy lifetime receivest good things, okay? Receiveth thy good things, and likewise Lazarus evil things, but now he is comforted, and thou art tormented, okay? You see, just like how you're comforted in your heaven right now, and Jake is tormented, okay? Vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked, all right? You see? Once again, blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted, man. Okay? And we know this is talking about Esau, all right? Because it tells you, all right, in Psalm 73, right? Verse 5, they are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men, okay? Because they're comforted here, man. Okay? So the script is about to flip, man. Okay? They're not in trouble like other men. All right? It says, therefore pride compasses them about as a chain, violence covereth them as a garment. Okay? Their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than heart could wish, man. Okay? And these devils, they probably waiting to do something closer to the 4th of July, right? So they could celebrate that along with the 250th anniversary of the birth of America, man. Okay, but this place, Babylon the Great, is going down, man. Okay, just like that, what was it, Apache helicopter that Iran shot down? Okay, they want to try to say initially, oh, it just crashed, man. All right, nah, they shot that bitch down, man. Okay, because see, you Americans, you think that uh the American military is just invincible, okay, and nothing can never happen to their military equipment, or this place can't get touched, man. That's what these people think, man. Okay, and their delusions, man. But your bubble about to be popped, man. Okay, you see, yeah, that bubble about to be popped, man. All right, yeah. Hey, so hey, blessed are the poor in spirit. Okay, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Right, that's talking about the Israelites. Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. That's talking about the Israelites, man. All right. Verse 6, uh, verse 5, blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth, man. Okay. You see? And that leads to, let's get this first. Psalms 37. Okay. Because it says what? All right. For evildoers shall be cut off, Esau Edom. But those that wait upon Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, they shall inherit the earth, man. Okay? They shall inherit the earth. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Okay? For evildoers shall be cut off, but those that wait upon Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, they shall inherit the earth. For yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be. Yeah, thou shalt diligently consider his place, and it shall not be. But the meek shall inherit the earth, and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace, man. Okay? Because we know, right, as it says in Job, right, that the earth was given to the hand of the wicked, okay? Right? The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judge thereof. If not, wherein who is he? Okay, the earth was given to Esau, okay? The wicked, all right? But it says what? Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth, man, okay? Because as it says in Sirach or Ecclesiasticus, right? It says what? The power of the earth is in the hand of Yahweh, okay? And he give it to whomsoever he will, right? And what it would say, he set up over at the bases of men, okay? What's that? Daniel's 4, and let me. Well, you know, since I'm here, let me read this, okay? Because it says what? The power of the earth is in the hand of Yahweh, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. Okay? You see? And who is that? The meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Right? Because as it says in Daniel's, is it 37? Nah, 17, I think. Yeah. This matter by the decree of the watchers and a demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the bases of man. Now he gave it to the bases of man. The earth was given into the hand of the wicked, right? But now it says what? That he's going to give it to those that are more profitable, man. Okay? Which is the meek, for they shall inherit the earth, man. You see? In verse 6 in Matthew, it says what? Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. Right? And that leads to right, 2 Peter 3, okay? Because this is what we're waiting for. We hasten the day, okay? Looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of our power, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat, man. Okay, because we don't have no stock in this place. See, people think they're going to grow up here, right, and make it in this world, man. Okay, but no. All right. Your desires and your dreams are going to be crushed. Okay? This here and now ain't forever. Okay? This ain't no continuing city for us. As it says in Micah 2:10, it's not our rest. Okay? It'll destroy you with a hold on, let me get it. Right? Because it's polluted, right? And it will destroy you with a sore destruction, roughly paraphrasing, man. All right? But it says what? We're looking for and hastening to the coming of the day of our power, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, right, look for new heavens and a new earth, kainos, a refreshing, wherein dwelleth righteousness. Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. Okay? And we're going to be filled, man. All right? Because it says, all right, we're waiting for truth to spring up. Okay? As it says, right? Intemperance is at an end, infidelity is cut off, righteousness is grown, and truth is sprung up. Then shall no man be able to save him that is destroyed, which is you Edomites, you wicked, nor to oppress him that has gotten the victory. And that's the Israelites, man. Okay? Well, let's get that, what was that, Micah? Right? Because this ain't our rest, man. As it says, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you even with a sore destruction, man. Okay? So all of you people, right, that constantly have your mind on this world, thinking it's here and now, it's going to continue forever, right? Oh, have I become your enemy because I told you the truth, right? You see, you're going to be left here and melted. Okay? Yeah, you're going to have to get reset and be a baby in the kingdom, all right? You see, because you chose this world, right? Who was that? Demas, right? Chose this world, man. All right. They fell in love with the whore, right? That got all of these swords, that slept with millions of men, okay? And you know she's a nasty bitch, and you still fell in love with her. You see? Just all kind of abominations and filth. And you know of these things, and you still love her, right? You were sent for Babylon the Great, man. Okay? All you sellouts, man. You see? Let's go back. The second Ezra, right? As it says, man, right? Weigh thou therefore our wickedness now in the balance, and theirs also that dwell in the world, and so shall thy name nowhere be found but in Israel. We don't only want to seek righteousness, man. We don't only want to seek the true names of our power, man. Okay? That want an end to this wickedness, man. All right? That want the kingdom to come, that want to be changed, man. All right? To want to never go off again. Okay? To be out of these chains of darkness, these sinful bodies, man, this sinful, weak-ass flesh, man. All right? You see? And it says, or when was it that they which dwell upon the earth have not sinned in thy sight? Or what people have so kept thy commandments? But Israel, man. Thou shalt find that Israel by name have kept thy precepts, but not the heathen, man. Why? Okay? Because as it says, all right, we hunger and thirst after righteousness, man. Okay? And what do it say? Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled, man. Okay? Because, hey, sin is going to be defeated. Oh, death, where's thy sting? Okay? You see, we're about to be perfected, man. All right? And let me get that too, because we're going to dwell in peace forever, right? As it says in Baruch, right? Chapter 3 and 13. For if thou hadst walked in the way of Yahweh, thou should have dwelt in peace forever. Okay? You see? And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna dwell in peace forever, man. Okay? Forever, man. All right? And it says, hey, blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Okay? You devils ain't merciful, man. All right? You had no mercy on the young, the old. What do it say? Very heavily have thou laid thy yoke, man. Okay? You see, you show them no mercy to the Israelites, man. Okay? And that's why no mercy is going to be shown to you. Okay? That's why it says, blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain no mercy. See, none of this pertains to Esau Edom. He's opposite of all of these things, man. Okay? As it says, blessed are the pure in heart. He's the wicked in heart, man. All right? For they shall see Yahweh. Blessed are the peacemakers. Right? He's the peace taker. You see? For they shall be called the children of Yahweh. Right? You see? Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. And that persecution is coming. Just because we're preaching and teaching the truth of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. Okay? You see? To usher in the kingdom of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. All right? They want to persecute you for righteousness, man. Huh? Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my name's sake. And this is what's coming, man. Okay? They're going to make it appear like, hey, we're the worst thing on earth, man. And these simple ass, dumb ass people are going to believe it. But that's just what it is. All right? Because they're too far gone. There's no saving the 2/3. There's no saving y'all bastards, man. Okay? Right? And then Samuel Jackson said, I hope you die and burn in hell. Right? Because that hell is going to be the nuclear fire, man. All right? You see? I will leave you here and melt you. Okay? The second death, man. All right? And this place is reserved for the fire. Right? Yeah, hey, blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy, man. All right, and it tells you in James, man, these devils, man, okay, they show no mercy, man. So therefore what, right? It says, thought it was James 2 and 3. Maybe it's James 3. Where it speaks about,
Hey, Dad.
James 2 and 13, as it says, for he shall have judgment without mercy, that have showed no mercy, and mercy rejoices against judgment, man. Okay? So these devils ain't gonna have no mercy, man. All right? They're not the merciful, so they're not gonna obtain no mercy, man. All right? So, hey, as it says, man, hey, blessed are the Israelites, man. All right? And cursed are you devils, man. All right? Because the scriptures say, we're gonna bless them that bless us and curse them that cursed us, man. Okay? You see? So yeah, man, hey, Barakatah Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, the water Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. I want to give all praises, glory, honor, might, power, thanksgiving, infinite wisdom and understanding, being to all power Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. Hey, Shalom.